Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? We're back, another live stream. I don't know if you saw the the picture for the live stream, but I wanted to talk about some of the reveals from last time, which I thought that maybe after a little while, maybe their appeal might have lessened due to the fact that um they might immediately seem awesome, which is sometimes happens, and then after you think about it for a little while, like, oh, these aren't so good. So I still think they were great, which is good. Um, but I wanted to remind everybody that the old type of videos haven't gone away, and I have some good news about that actually. The old type of videos haven't gone away. We're doing the live streams in the meantime because I don't really have the time to work on the new type of videos, the other type of videos that I usually do. Um, so like the lists and like the commentary on the different Hasbro reveals and stuff like that. So, um, we're doing the live streams in the meantime. We'll keep the live streams when I start doing the old videos again. But, excuse me, some good news about that is I'm starting to have some more free time. So now, starting basically from now, I'm gonna have more time where I can actually work on those type of videos and I can start doing them again. I kind of have one in mind right now. Um, but that's the good news that I'm going to be able to do them again. So I actually wanted to, when more people are here, I'll ask. I was going to ask if anyone had any, good ideas for those type of videos that I usually do. Um, we'll get to that a little bit later when we're like 4 minutes in, so not a lot of people here. So, but I still, hey Jamie again, what's going on? So I wanted to ask you guys because for me, um, this was the first time the pre-orders that they revealed. This is the first. I think I might have even pre-ordered everything, which hasn't happened for me in a very long time. What's up, Darth? Haven't happened. So I was gonna ask you guys. Like, I didn't pre-order the TVC Yak Face, but we'll bring up the reveals again so we can see them again. But I'm still in shock about how the reveals, and I wanted to get to, so like, does this mean that we're gonna get some more? What's up, Matthew Woods? What's up, Mace? Does that mean that we're gonna get some more um figures in this type of situation where they're figures that maybe they're figures that are long overdue, maybe they're figures that people have been asking for a long time? Is that where we're headed right now? Now that maybe the amount of figures that have been mandated or heavily influenced by Lucasfilm for their new IPs have been released, are we back to getting to the type of figures that everyone? I think everything is so that people actually want. I don't want to say want because I know people want. I don't want to say want, but I know people want like the Andor figures. There's people who want the figures, but I mean more figures for so more figures that are like that aren't just specifically for like Kenobi or Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett or Andor or something like that. Like some more figures from original trilogy, prequel trilogy, expanded universe, which they did this time, which was great. So Davey over here, um, I doubt it was. Yeah, I doubted this was rare. Yeah, so that may be what's happening. We might have just gotten. Yeah, you can't just by the odds. You can't screw up all the time. Like one out of 100, you're gonna guess something right. So maybe it was that situation. Um, but I hope. And this has happened before. This isn't the first time where this has happened. Where I don't know if you can hear that. That's the friggin' garage door that, that interrupts my videos sometimes. Um, so like, for example, right after the first Rise of Skywalker wave, which was the one that had the regular Mandalorian in it, was it before he got the Beskar armor. And then there was one wave after that, and after they stopped doing like the sequel trilogy figures, we got some like fire waves, like back to back to back, and I was like, this is the way it should be always. And so maybe we're getting to that point again. So I hope that that's the case, but I still understand that there's a need for and I still understand that there's a need for the those IP figures. I know that there's certainly people who want them. It's I don't it's just something that I'm skipping as of now. But I know I mean if you can sprinkle them in, maybe we can get like a better contrast of figures, like some of them old figures or figures that are long overdue, like the Mara Jade and the Bastilla and that's like something like that. And then mix in like the Andor figures or whatever else. I'm sure they have more Andor figures coming. I'm sure that Bad Batch Season 2 figures are coming. Those aren't that bad because they do have clones and mixed in with them or whatever. We know that, some of the pipeline reveals have already told us that, Omega is coming from Season 2. She has a hat on now. Fantastic. And then, I think, weren't a couple of the Clone Force 99, didn't they get in the pipeline for Season 2? I don't know. Maybe they did. But yes, call me JK. Very interesting. I mentioned that last time. GameStop, I guess, has decided that they don't want to have the gaming grades be exclusive for their store, which is fantastic, by the way. So we're not paying $27.99 or $28.99 with them, plus shipping if you only buy one. Or because they raised I was on GameStop's site yesterday or the day before, and free shipping used to be at $35. Now it's at $49 or $50. So even buying two of one figure does not give you free shipping anymore. So kudos. I'm fine with that. I'll get mine for $24.99 at Amazon with free shipping. So yeah, I did notice that. Interesting. Too bad for GameStop because I was in a GameStop yesterday and they are just bogged down with like unwanted gaming grades figures that are they got them all in clearance. And just, I don't know. I mean, some of them were I'm not going to say they were bad figures or anything, but they just made so many of them that, and you know what else was very much in clearance when I was in GameStop was, the credit collection. Was it the Armorer was theirs? The credit collection Armorer? They had tons of those in clearance. But Matthew Woods, yes. So the comic line figures, this is the first time that, I mean, the Leia was pretty cool, right? I mean, this was the first time where like all of the comic figures, I was like thumbs up on this. This is legit. This is also the first time that we got, or it might be this around I think it was the first time that we got that a gaming grades figure was an all new figure, because they're usually Frankensteins. So one of them was Malik was all new. I'm not sure. Somebody else would probably know. What's up, Elena? So, yeah, I'm sure that the Omega Season 2 is going to be flying off the shelves. So somebody probably would know better than me. No, Samara Jade was Bastilla Shan all new? I don't remember if Bastilla Shan was all new. But Malik definitely was. They said it in the live stream. So, GameStop is the devil. GameStop used to be a regular spot on my toy runs. I barely go in there anymore. They're just too. I mean, the prices are just too expensive for me. They were on their way out for years. I think they're even closer to they're on the way out. Which brings up to another point that I saw an article about today, is that Funko, unfortunately. Okay, yes, Jay McGinn, you're right. Okay, so the lights of Bastilla were reused. Yep. Okay. Funko is in some trouble right now because manufacturers, because retailers are canceling orders for their Funko Pops because for many different reasons. So their inventory is at an all is almost double of what it was at this time last year. Um, Funko at themselves, like their manufacturer. So they might be Dino. What's up, buddy? So they might be in a little bit of trouble right now. Similar, and I think it's a similar thing that happened with Hasbro, is that they just started pumping out way too much stuff way too fast, and people were just like, who used to be completionists, were just like, I can't keep buying all this stuff. There's too much stuff coming out all at once. I can't buy all this. Also with crappy variants. Apparently, I read someone was complaining about the molds for Funko. They have these cheap molds. The molds are now cheaper. Like, what do you? They're not. There's no articulation to Funko Pops. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't. So that was that raised an eyebrow. I was like, wow, you have cheap molds, huh? But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, I always thought that Funko Pops were not going to be here forever. You know, it was at some level, you know, kind of like a fad. But it looks like, I don't know, they may be on the downslide now, which I was just read while I was sitting waiting to start this live stream, I was reading the article. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're referring to the plastic the Funko uses. I have no idea, but the molds would probably not be my first complaint about Funkos. I don't know. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I thought this GameStop might be done with exclusives, especially since they're sending out damn near all their pre-orders. That's right. There's nothing I wanted to mention is that two of the I gotta look it up. They're gonna be filling the pre-orders for two of the. Bear with me for 1 second. Oh, the 13th Battalion Trooper. I'll bring it up so you can see it, and then Fixer. 13th Battalion and Fixer are now, they're gonna, so make sure if you pre-order to make sure your money's straight. Hey Benjamin, we're just talking about you know, the reveals and how actually that they were good, and then I mentioned that Funko Pops are having the retailers are canceling canceling orders of their Pops because of things not moving and not selling, and a bunch of other reasons as well. But their inventory at their warehouses is at almost double what it was last year. So I was just mentioning maybe Funko is on its way out. Maybe it's played its course. Who knows? But hold on, let me bring this up real quick. So Fixer and the 13th Battalion, I think it was, are about to be shipped. So make sure your GameStop pre-orders, if you did pre-order over at GameStop, they were exclusives for GameStop. I mean, if you actually pre-ordered them. Some people don't do that. They wait for the sale. Because most stuff over at GameStop goes on sale because they can't get rid of it. Let me see. Where are we? We are over here. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right. So, yes. 13th Battalion Trooper. And there was another one. It's Fixer from the, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Double check. You don't want them to cancel your pre-orders. This is also interesting. I wanted to bring this up. So, people who pre-ordered the protocol droid for the holiday figures from Hasbro Pulse received their orders, but they didn't get the protocol droid. They got the Walmart exclusive Scout Trooper holiday edition instead. You just can't make this stuff up. That's amazing. What's up, Peak? Yeah, I thought yeah, so a couple that's another thing about these that, a lot of exclusives, they actually get internationally released first. So I'm not surprised that Fixer was available internationally before right now. Oh, you just bring it up. Yeah, so weird how Canada has the GameStop. I don't know, that happens a lot. I don't know why that is. Canada has them first. So, okay, so Benjamin says that he pre-ordered the Fixer, but GameStop says the release is April 2023. So, that could either mean A, they didn't switch yours yet, or B, yours is not going to get early. Sometimes they have some that get early, that released early, and some that still need to wait for till the original release date. Oh no. Elena says, "You guys want to hear a crime? I ended up spending $68 Canadian on the gingerbread clone. I wanted it since I love to decorate for Christmas and wanted him to be part of that. 68 bucks. Oh, damn. So in Canada, I'm assuming, yeah, you're in Canada since you paid Canada. It's $21 to get something shipped from Hasbro Pulse to Canada. Oh my God. That's insane. So the gingerbread clone was one of the ones I was actually looking at and interested in until I saw that he has like the bow tie and the 3 dots. I thought he was just brown, but he has the bow tie and the 3 dots on him, which I can't tell. Maybe you can remove that, but I can't tell. So I can't tell if it's like raised or not, but that kind of turns me off about it. If you can see his little red bow tie. Still waiting for the TVC carbonized Lando to be announced. He's coming. I will pick up the Halloween clone, but this Christmas one. I didn't like the first wave of these. No thanks. So yeah, I actually have all the first wave, but yeah, I just figured it was cool just to have a brown one, but uh, I just can't stop looking at the bow tie and the dots for buttons now. I didn't notice them before. It is okay. Are they raised? Is it Elena? Is it is that part of it raised or is it just painted? Like the plastic was raised a little bit, which I would doubt actually now that I think about it, because that would mean they would need a different mold. But Yak Face also posted this today, which looked interesting. And he doesn't say. It says craft your fandom. So I don't know if he's suggesting that now that we have a brown clone, that these two might be possibilities, or that he's going to custom them himself. But that would be great, wouldn't it? So we could use, the Flamethrower Trooper's cool, but Clone Commander Jet would be cool. That'd be cool, right? Maybe they'll do it. Who knows? Yeah, so on top of that, another repack of Black Series Skiff Guard Lando just to meet demand. Yeah, I gotta throw that into every wave. So I don't know. So my hopes are high right now. When it comes to Black Series releases, my hopes are high. They've got me back into the fold, because let me tell you something. Before right now, I almost wasn't pre-ordering anything. I wasn't interested. There's not many things that I was like, oh, I need that, So those are the comic figures. I got all 3 of them, pre-ordered all 3 of them. These were I think this was all of them. So the only thing I didn't pre-order was the Yak Face, because I think I already have 2 of those. There's one right here, in fact. There's one. I even got I know it's overpriced and everyone was complaining about it, but I even got the speeder and the scout trooper. I even got that, even though it was $45. I know it's overpriced, but it's all new, and I have to see what they did with that. And Paz Vizsla, and yes, he is also overpriced. I understand that. So, but um, I still think they did a great job. Now, November 2nd pre-orders weren't as good. Oh yeah, look at this. So the Flame Trooper would be awesome because they could repaint it into the snow version. They didn't do a 80s poof version of Mara Jade's hair? Maybe. We'll see what happens. Afra absolutely looks like Amelia Earhart. That's for real. And oh, look at this. The sex bots are here. Early this time. Find love in your town today. I am sold. That's what I'm looking for. So the Halloween clone, I couldn't find the Halloween clone, so I gave up on that, especially since the Holloway, the Holloway 4 is past. That's another interesting thing about the Halloween clones, that they weren't ready for Halloween. Like, how do you promote them for Halloween but just not have them ready? I mean, at least the Star Wars one, at least the Christmas holiday ones that are, not specifically Christmas, but at least those are supposed to be ready for the 25th. But the holiday ones, I don't know. These holiday things are such gimmicks, and the gingerbread clone unfortunately got me. Yeah, so he almost got me too until I took a closer look. So the only other one I was kind of looking at is the Mandalorian one, and I don't know. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to skip them all. Oh, GameStop already has the list. So I was on, GameStop.com yesterday, and yesterday, and it looks like most GameStops in my area are supposed to have the holiday Wookiee already. So no, I didn't go check it out though. I would like to actually see him in person though. But so anyway, the November 2nd, there was also pre-orders, which weren't so good. It depends who you ask, I guess. So, right, we got, is it Vel? Yeah, it's Vel from Andor, and it's Charlie Chapman dressed as Andor for Andor figures. Vel was a Black Series figure, and Charlie Chapman was a TVC figure. And there was also, on top of that, which neither of these I did pre-order. If you did, that's fine. I just not for me. But also available for pre-order, and it's still available for pre-order, is the Kenner Deco Admiral Akbar 40th anniversary, which has the special reflective card and everything. That's still available over at Hasbro Pulse for pre-order as well. It's $27.99. It's not $33.99 as I thought it would be. Like the War of the Bounty Hunters, Boba Fett, but $27.99, still kind of hefty. Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, I didn't think of it that way. Mace, the Abominable Snow Beast Wookiee is decent. You're right. That's a much better way of looking at it. You could probably do something with that. You could give him your own wash, maybe, and you could be like a snow beast. Vel is going to go down as the most boring TVC figure of the year. So this was a Black Series figure. I'm sure the Vel TVC. Oh, that's right. TVC. I think there was one already. You're right. So I don't know much about her. So but I don't remember anybody demanding any Vels. So Andor from Rogue One was $15 on Amazon, so I got it instead of paying more for the newer ones. Yeah, so that's another thing I did want to mention is it looks like TVC figures are $16.99 now. The new now, I guess, we're gonna have to deal with these price increases. There's really nothing we could do about them, but why is this not working? But even the repacks of the Return of the Jedi TVC figures, I don't care. Just let me go. Only the I mean, even the repacks are $16.99, which I thought was interesting, considering they already have the molds. They're not doing anything different. So all of the Jabba aliens that were the 4 of them are all $16.99. That's at Amazon too, which means that they're probably more if you try to get them from Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store, but I haven't checked yet. So it's also interesting considering that the Vintage Collection Artillery Stormtrooper is $14.99. So I don't know what that is now. I guess maybe they're $16.99 for the rest of the time. You would think that maybe repacks would be cheaper if anything's going to be cheaper. But I don't know. They're long overdue. They even mentioned the barge when they said them, which was crazy to me. I'm like, the barge was so many years ago. Why didn't you release these around the time of the barge? That was the time to do it. They're like, oh yeah, you can populate your barge for the 5,000 people that have one. Wait, all right. So yeah. All right. So there's been white Wookiees and lore. I actually didn't know that. Has anyone found the Halloween figures? I know people have found the Target one, which is the Clone Trooper. Yeah, that's what we found. The Christmas ones. So I don't remember. Wait, what? Oh, I don't remember anyone saying that they found the Wookiee for Walmart, but I don't know. I think he's still for pre-order. Never found the Skeleton Trooper, and I assume he won't be restocked. So I guess I'm screwed. I think he was still available for pre-order online. Let me double check for you. Where is he? Let's see. No, he's not. Oh, I thought he was. Okay, so maybe he is. Maybe that is it. I don't know. I don't know if they'll restock him or not. Thought he was still up there. Anyway, so hey, sometimes you gotta check the different places when you're looking for stuff. I randomly found the Target Clone Trooper, but hidden in the luggage aisle. That's a good aisle to hide stuff. Luggage aisle. There's a few other places I'm not gonna divulge. Although I haven't hidden a figure in years, but I've done it before. I have to say, unfortunately, I have hidden 1 or 2 figures before. I usually try the kitty litter. Because those are usually stocked and nobody moves those. They stay still for weeks. Put it all the way in the back. Probably will be there next time you check. The price is rising is terrible in Canada due to the exchange rate. I'm out here paying $32 to $36 for mainline, $40 for deluxe and exclusives. That's before tax. That is amazing. That's craziness. It's funny. We as people live in the U.S. We're complaining about these prices, but literally every other country, the prices are ridiculous. Actually, I can't speak for like England or whatever, but most other countries, what we pay is significantly less than what they pay. So, with that being said, the prices are too high for these figures. We'll see what happens, but way too high. So what was I talking about? Oh, yes. So where is he? So yeah, so the vintage collection speeder bike, $44.99. More expensive if you got it somewhere else. I don't know. I know it's. I probably shouldn't have pre-ordered it, but I just want the speeder bike. I do. They said it's all new. The compartment comes up so you can see the engine and everything, and they got me on that one. So sorry, they got me. But I wanted to ask what everybody else pre-ordered, because I was excited. I was out when it happened, and I had to pull my car over at 1 and then do all my pre-orders and be on my way. But I was pretty excited. I made sure that I knew when 1 o'clock was, and this hasn't happened in the longest time. I can't even remember the last time when, when figures were revealed and I pre-ordered most of them, or was even excited about the pre-orders. So I'm hoping that we're on the way up for something, like more things, like more reveals are going to be like this. Maybe that's what the question is that I asked when I posted on Instagram and on YouTube about today is Hasbro starting to get the message? And by that, I kind of mean, instead of showing us stuff where you're like, hey guys, don't you want this? Actually making stuff that we want and we ask for and have been in demand for a while. And I'm even talking about the HasLabs here, not even for Star Wars only, but the other ones too. Are you going to start giving us more stuff that we actually want, or are you going to try to tell us what we want? Because when you tell us, the stuff doesn't sell. But when you give us what we actually want, those things actually sell. Now, I know that another thing that doesn't really happen right now is you can tell like what's seriously in demand by, when the pre-orders happen, what sells out immediately. I think the last thing that was for pre-order that sold out immediately was the Kenobi Vader. Actually, I think the Black Series Kenobi Vader was sold out for a little while. For when it was available for pre-order, but I know they make more now because they're more on top of it and whatever, and they know that there needs to be more for the demand that there is. But that is a way that generally you can tell what people were most excited about. But I was excited about it all. That's all. I was excited about it all, and I'm still baffled by it. It's still what's up, Dark Clueless? I'm still baffled by it. Let's see. So yeah. So my pre-order regret has been hitting as they come in, which I'm with you. All of a sudden, you see massive charge on your card, and you're like, "What was the? I don't even know what this is." Like there was one from Big Bad Toy Store the other day where I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it was turned out to be the GI Joe classified Sergeant Slaughter, which is in stock, I think, or at least was at Big Bad Toy Store. If you're trying to get that, but I don't even remember ordering that. So Micro Galaxy Squadron. Look, I haven't even gotten into those. I see them all the time. They look pretty. Some of them look pretty cool. I know they have both. They have Jango Fett and Boba Fett's Slave 1 version. Yeah, so Mace got everything. Yep, I got everything but Yak Face. All right, so mainline. What's up, Mr. Grudge? So mainline Star Wars figures are $25.99 in England, which is about $30 American, I guess. All right, so I pre-ordered Dr. Aphra. Yes, I like that one. The jacket looks awesome. So yeah, so Aphra won't be on Amazon because she is a fan channel exclusive, and generally they don't get released on Amazon unless it's somebody who's selling them and not fulfilled by Amazon. In that case, it's generally going to be more expensive. Hey, Peak, I don't blame you. I didn't pre-order Jack Swat. I'm kind of slowing down to the prices. The price increases have changed my mind. I'm with you. I'm same way, same mentality. And then this set of reveals happened, and I'm like, this is all stuff that I can't skip. I need this stuff. So I'm with you, man. I've been trying to do the same thing. I've been trying to make. I've been trying to do. I've been trying to make a few moves financially here, so I didn't want to spend any money, any extra money, and I couldn't. And but for these, I really couldn't. I was like, I have to. I don't want to skip any of these, and it's crazy. So Stormtrooper, RJ, the Stormtrooper. I get what? I wish we could get more Blink. And you miss characters? Oh, I see. Blink and you miss characters. Like someone who doesn't get a lot of screen time. I get it. Chaotic. What's up, Wheels of Chaotic Doom? You didn't get anything? Oh, there we go. Look at this. So Jam again. For the first time ever, I pre-ordered at least one of everything from last week. So that used to be on the regular for me for like every reveal. And then I stopped doing it. And this set of reveals made me do it again. Here you go. Will poor character choice and higher prices killed the Black Series? Yeah, it probably will. Again, that's why I'm saying if you gotta give us more figures that people want. That's why doing Afra, Bastilla Jean, and Mara Jade, even Malik, people have asked for that. Is such a big deal. These have been figures that people have wanted for a long time, and I think the reaction from collectors is pretty positive. Wait, I'm done I'm done with CC after this wave. Oh, is it credit collection? Regret definitely hit with this card, but I didn't get any of them. Oh, I might have got the Tython Boba Fett, but I'm with you. I wasn't doing the credit collection again just because we don't need a third wave, and because the last set of them, a lot of them just went to clearance. Right. So yeah, so I think that the prices are killing collector interest for sure. It's happened. I think pretty much. I think a lot of people who go to this who join me on this live stream have said or feel a similar way. It's not. It's. I would. I at 19.99. I would, and this is one thing that Hasbro doesn't understand. You would sell. Well, they probably did the numbers. I'd have to say, but for a person like me, if the figures were 19.99, I would still probably be buying all of them. But at 24 to 28 bucks, I'm not. And that has changed the mentality of a lot of collectors from being completionists to now selecting which figures that they want. And when you're selecting which figures that you want, when you start to be selective, you start to really be selective. And now I'm buying an all-time low of figures, except for this one reveal. And I'm hoping that maybe this will spark my interest again. I don't know. We'll see what they do for the next set of reveals. But and it's very similar It's very similar to what's happening with the Funko Pop thing from the article I was just reading. Um, that the price increases and they're releasing way too much. Like for us, it's credit collection, carbonized, all this stuff, releasing way too much stuff, way too fast, and collectors having to pick and choose instead of buying everything. And when you're picking and choosing, you start to get really, really choosy. And that's pretty much where we're at. And it's unfortunate because I think we all love the toy line, and that's why we have such such very strict and very hardcore opinions of it, is because of how much like support and love we have for it. And we just wanted to see it do good. We just want to see some, but and we feel and because the things are where they are right now, we feel as though Hasbro is failing us. So it's unfortunate. And I think that Jay McGinn has a point right here. The Black Series' biggest hurdle is world building. No matter what, the Black Series can't world build like 3.75-inch can. That's very true. I think that they could make more efforts to do that, though. Kind of like how, people with 3D printers are now making stuff for Black Series in 6-inch scale, which I feel as though Hasbro should probably try to get involved with that. That's it seems it solves one of the problems, which is no world building, and eventually they're going to start their biggest competition is going to be other collectors making the stuff that the collectors actually want. Like I want this in Black Series so I can world build with it, and they're going to make that by themselves. And there are some places, some collectors who you can buy that stuff from right now, who will 3D print you something. So I think that and toy photography, I think those are two, which piggybacks on what I just said. And I think those are two avenues that Hasbro really hasn't concentrated on. And I think that that should kind of be where some of their efforts go, at least some of their efforts right now. Are we, is this a totally poor character choices list? DJ, Admiral Holdo, Jana, Zoe Bliss doubled up in her wave, Zoe Bliss. These are all under $10 on Amazon. Yes. Yep. That is a serious crew right there. That is an all-star team of Black Series figures right there. DJ's face paint was terrible. Absolutely. I don't know what happened. His face just looks like squished. That is a horrible likeness to what's his name, who's an excellent actor. Oh, look at this. So I've done this before. Daredevil. I've been catching stuff on clearance lately. Yeah, so sometimes you can get some stuff on clearance, which is like there's some deals to be had on clearance if you can just wait. I think we missed it. I mentioned it last week, but GameStop had an insane Black Series sale. Was it last week or the week before? Where a lot of figures were under $10, and everything else was on sale for under $20. It was actually a pretty decent sale. But yeah, that's what happens when the price gets too high. People are not going to buy it for retail. They're just going to wait for it to go on clearance, because more than likely, almost every figure for Black Series is going to go on clearance at some point. There used to be major exceptions. But nowadays they make so many, and there's so many people that carry it, you're going to be able to find it on clearance. So when you're thinking, am I going to pay $27 for this figure, or am I just going to wait and pay $15? I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to wait and you're going to pay $15. Yeah, retail prices are becoming eBay prices for sure. I arrived at the chat 20 minutes late. Did anyone get the Jon Favreau Paz Vizsla? Is it cool in person? I have it. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's still in the box downstairs, so I can't answer that question, although I can go get it. Oh, okay. So Ruler of Randomness, I got the Paz Vizsla figure. He may be pricey, but I love Mandalorians. Yeah, I have to take a look at it. I haven't even had a chance to. Here, yeah, so Peak hit the nail on the head right here. It's easy to be selective if you feel zero thought has been put into something. There you go. Zero thought, zero effort. I'm with you on that. And that goes for the HasLabs. That goes for just regular mainline figures. If you don't think there's any been effort or thought put into something, like why are you going to spend your money on it? So I'm hoping that this is a little bit of foreshadowing where they might start focusing a little bit on some figures that haven't been released or figures that need to be re-released, or get some more stuff like that, because this has happened. It's happened before, and I know that the pressure is there from Lucasfilm to release some of these new figures, but you gotta throw us a bone every once in a while. Okay, so it has a slightly bigger helmet. That makes sense because of the head sculpt. So it is. So the colors are slightly different. Walter Van Winkle. So let's see. For the first time, I didn't pre-order anything. I already quit Black Series and on the fence with TVC. Higher price, lower quality, and making what Disney wants instead of what fans want. There you go. What Disney wants instead of what fans wants. And wow, you didn't get everything. You're done with Black Series too, huh? I haven't gotten to that point, but I have to say, before this set of pre-orders, I hadn't pre-ordered a lot and haven't bought a lot. So I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. It's come to that point, and it's very disappointing because Star Wars figures have been like a figurehead in the action figure community for a long time. They were generally like the forefront of action figure collecting for a very long time. Yep. Daredevil, absolutely. It doesn't help that Disney has been pumping out uninspiring content as well, for sure. If you don't have interesting characters to release figures of, people don't want to buy the character. They don't want to buy the toys because there's nothing great about the characters. So very true. It starts at the top. But needless to say, there is plenty of figures and versions of figures that over the longevity of the Star Wars timeline that could be made that people would be excited about. We talk about them all the time in here. I got a list that I made just off the top of my head. That's like 40 or 50 different figures, and then you guys spit your own ones. There's tons of stuff that you could do that isn't from new Lucasfilm IP. Andre. I think that's supposed to be Andre. Andy Gonzalez. With the Black Series, I have to be very choosy with which figures I want to buy. The only ones I really want currently is Leia Secura. Yeah. That can't blame you. That's going to be that's a popular one. Nice. Can't overstate my excitement for Mara Jade. I'm with you. She's one of my absolute most wanted. She's still the true canon to me. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Long overdue. So long overdue. I think people have been asking for her since Black Series started. Benicio del Toro is definitely the actor's name that played DJ. So yes, thank you. Let's see. I'm a vintage Kevin, I'm a vintage collection collector. Yes, we get better world building products because it's 3.75 inch scale, but Hasbro's losing profits, or so they say. So we get loads of retools and repaints. Yeah, I collect TVC as well, so I see what you're saying for sure. They do. TVC totally gets the short end of the stick when it comes to the releasing of action figures and which like the amount per IP that they get. Like there's still TVC still hasn't gotten Bad Batch figures, let alone any of the newer IPs. They don't get much. But here's the thing too, which is so crazy about that is when they do release like a really cool like wanted TVC figure, it will sell out for sure. So I don't understand. Also, considering that the molds that they have, they don't make more releases from just repaints of those molds if you need to retool and repaint, right? So you have the clones, you have clone molds and stormtrooper molds. I know they just did the artillery stormtrooper, and that's like something they should be doing if you need to, get some more releases. There's plenty of TVC figures that could just be straight up re-released or retooled. Captain Rex, maybe. Captain Rex, maybe. So yeah, I feel your pain. They don't get much. It's really unfortunate. But when they do a really good TVC figure, it's actually really, really good. And they generally do sell out if they're hard to find. So I think that another issue with that TVC line is along with not only that they don't have like they don't have the Bad Batch, they don't have from all the other IPs is actually doing figures that needed to be done a long time ago. They still don't have like major figurehead figure like Count Dooku is not a figure. Grievous was in the old line. There's no new tooled Grievous. Like major characters. There's major gaps in the TVC. It's unfortunate. GameStop. Oh, so there's the sale. GameStop has a lot of great figures for around $7 right now, such as the repack Ahsoka. Yeah, I guess maybe they have TVCs on sale. I know there's some Black Series figures on sale right now, but I mean there was like a major sale. I think it was last week. I know I saw more than one figure for under $10. Yeah, so in store, GameStop has a sale where all their clearance in store is half off the clearance price. Yes. I got an Archives Leia and Quill for $10. Yes, I saw that sale yesterday. They didn't have anything I wanted though. But yes. Sifu, where do you guys see them on clearance? Most of my stores empty as fuck. GameStop. But most of the clearance, I don't find them in stores. The only I guess maybe Target because they have their exclusives go on clearance because they get way too many of them and nobody buys them. But most of the clearance I see is online stores like Amazon, GameStop.com. Dorkside Toys had a sale the other day. Places like that online is where they usually go on sale. Oh, there you go. Just got the notice for the 13th Battalion Trooper from. I'm waiting also for GameStop. I gotta double check and make sure that my payment thing is all set though. What is this? The first 3 deluxe box sets, Mandalorian. Oh, these are Euro prices. Okay, so Boba Fett Tatooine, $32.99. Dark Trooper, $33.99. Paz Vista, $35. Yeah. I don't know. So, funny story, my Fennec Shand GameStop pre-order took so long to get to the store that by the time it arrived, it was on clearance. I got my pre-ordered figure for $10. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have a significant amount of GameStop pre-orders. I might cancel some. I don't know if I need so many of each figure. Not that I ordered like 5 or anything, but I don't know if I need multiples. No, Walmart doesn't have much new. That's true. You almost have to hide stuff when it's nearly impossible to come across stuff you can't afford it at that moment. Yeah, for sure. That's why I do most of my buying online. I used to be a big time toy hunter. That was my jam. That was my shit. I was like out like every day that I had time. So, but now it's just too much of a it's just a crapshoot. So, um I do make it I do toy runs still. I did one yesterday, but I just don't it's just not a viable way to get all the figures that you want anymore. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. You can never find anything. Stores have the same thing. There was one time when I was looking for one of the Bebop and Rocksteady 2-pack from NECA at Target. I think I went every day for over 2 months to find it. It took over 2 months. And there was some Black Series figures I was looking for at Target where I went every day for over 3 months to find. So it's just I don't have that type of energy anymore. And this week's episode of Andor was great. Huh. The last Black Series I bought was General Lando for $5 at GameStop. And I only bought it because it was super discounted. Yeah, so thoughts on Black Series M? Yeah, why not? There's the TVC one, so they need to re-release it or do a new tooled one. I don't remember how great it was, but I know the TVC one, yeah, needs to be done. There's a long list of figures that need to be done. There are no short supply of figures that need to be released in TV or Black Series, but TVC especially, but Black Series too. So yeah, game for that. That's a tough question. Hi, I'm new on live stream. Do you think Black Series is better or Vintage Collection? Tough question. I don't think one is better than the other. I think, well, I don't know. It depends what you mean. Like if I think that one is better than the other, I don't know. Um, there's definitely been times when Vintage Collection had been doing very much better figures and better selection than Black Series, and there's been times where it's been the other way around. I don't really think one is better than the other. I think I like them both, and I do Black Series more than I do TVC, I guess. But I buy all the releases, especially the ones that I want for sure of each of them. The TVC has a more of a nostalgic value for me because I remember the cards as a kid, from when I was a kid, very, very, very young kid, but I remember the Return of the Jedi ones. As a but I don't know. I can't say that one's better than the other. But May says, as a Black Series collector, he thinks TVC is better, which is awesome. So, let me see. Although I although it's the top of my want list, I will see Admiral Trench in my lifetime. Who knows? Right. So Elena, I've always been selective with what I buy, but now more so than ever. If I'm being honest, I only really care for prequel and Clone Wars era. It's what I grew up on. I feel you. I got you. Um, I feel the same about the original trilogy. So, but prequel, prequel I'm into too. I'll buy those figures. Clone Wars for sure. Andy Serkis. Does Mara and Afra? No. Does Mara and Afra have the same body? I don't think so. No. Do they? I don't think so. You mean torso by body, I'm assuming. We need Yaddle. Hayden, what's up? We need Yaddle. Hell yeah, we do. I'm hoping the success of the comic figures in Black Series bring them to the TVC. There are so many easy repaints they could do. I'm with you with that. That's great. That's a great idea. But maybe that'll happen. I mean, the gaming greats started coming to the TVC, although the TVC didn't get the greatest selection of them. But hey, maybe the comic figures will come too. I think that's a great idea. So I guess that's kind of like the expanded universe figures from the old one. I'm trying to think that at least of the old TVC figures, I'm trying to think if they'd had any comic ones in there. I guess well, no. Wait a minute. So they might have. I don't know. I got to look back. But yeah, I think that's an excellent idea. I missed the pre-order. Sadness. Back to the hunt. Yep. Yeah. So a lot of I've heard many people mention TVC Dooku. So GameStop has the most clearances I see for sure. Walmart either have clearance vintage figures that are only $1 cheaper for some reason. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Or I think they had so at Walmart, they had a clearance Black Series, the client, the other day, and it was $24.95, like marked down from $24.99. So yeah. Most of Walmart's clearances of Black Series figures are returns from online orders. I don't generally see a lot of figures, at least in my area. We don't have the mega Walmarts that a lot of other areas of the US have, that have so much stuff that when they go on clearance, they have enough stuff that a ton of stuff goes on clearance. We don't have that here. So most of the time, Star Wars action figures do not go on clearance at the Walmarts near me. Not since the sequel figures, at least. Oh yeah, so Dorkside didn't have it. They were having a sale. TVC Mandalore Ahsoka, $4. I think it's still going on. They have a bunch of stuff. Actually, Entertainment Earth is having a sale right now too. So you might want to check that. Oh, Blaine, what's up? Hope you're well too, man. We will see you next week. Alan, yeah, for sure. Walmart never has jack squat, especially when it comes to carrying their own exclusives, for sure. That's funny too, considering how Target is usually overwhelmed with their own exclusives, and Walmart, you can never find the Walmart exclusives in Walmart. But Target, I mean, they have to go on clearance. They have so many. What's up, David? No, the clocks go back tonight, right? The clocks go back tonight. Huh. Yeah, this is right. Immortal Slayer. If you want to see insane prices, go to the FYE in the mall. Yeah, you say your mall. My mall too. Black Series figures, $34.99. Archive figures, $40. What's funnier is they put some on sale for $29.99. I've seen them higher than that. They had, I think some of them are $44.99, including, what was it, the George Lucas Stormtrooper? I think that was $44.99 at the FYE in my mall. Insane. They have the most insane prices for action figures, and all of them just sit there until it's Christmas time. And that's when they get sold because somebody is desperate in Christmas and they can't find these things anywhere because they're not because everybody else has bought the cheaper ones and they're stuck with buying them from FYE and paying the premium price. So, I just got a Riva figure for $12 at Macy's. It's really worth a shot, guys. They had full Kenobi wave as well as the security droid, Figuring Dan, and Endor Leia. That's awesome. Good for you, man. No, so I don't think there's only 2 Macy's near me, and I don't think either of them have a toy section in them. The only time I hide figures these days is if they are registered locked, and I get frustrated. But when I go back, they are gone from the hiding spots. Yeah, that makes me frustrated too when it's registered locked. Yeah, I hate that. Although sometimes you just bring 2 figures and scan one and take the other, but I don't really do that anymore. But that's a move that I have done before, unfortunately, years ago. Yeah, wow, Dave, we got some actually awesome reveals. When was it? Was it last week? Yep, at $40, my FYE is never going to sell the archive Leia and Obi-Wan's. Really? No, they have one at the FYE in my part. Really? So, well, there's one in the Warwick Mall in Rhode Island. So that's the one I know. Oh wow! Somebody you got the credit collection Death Trooper? Did it show up yet? TVC is better. All right. I like Black Series and TVC in their own ways, but I'm more committed to 3.75 because I was collecting 10 years before Black Series debuted. Yeah, Black Series, I'm more selective with. Yeah, for sure. So that's the thing. That's another thing that I mentioned when the Rancor failed is that there's some serious hardcore 3.75-inch figure collectors who have been doing it long before Black Series was a thing. I was trying to see if the wrinkles were the same. So they do have the same body, huh? So I was trying to see if the wrinkles are the same, but I couldn't tell. So yeah, so I guess they have the same torso, Afra and Mara Jade. You can't world build with the 3.75-inch if none of these ever make the shelves. TVC is awesome, but the spine of line neither is being paid attention to for the people who can't pre-order. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but trying to buy in stores is a real pain in the ass. Specifically, if it's for TVC, if you're not buying the actual figures, like the play sets are even harder to find. Like I don't even see them. I know there hasn't been one recently, but the other ones I never saw in Target or Walmart. Oh damn! Look at this. So Mara Jade sold out everywhere in the UK online in about a day. No kidding. I believe it. Oh, they might use the Jaina Soul body. I don't know. Well, hey man, there's a lot of Black Series figures that we need. Right. So hold on a second here. Oh. Yeah, so Alan, Starkiller is coming for the Black Series and TVC as well, actually. So Oops. I'm an old head. Grew up with the OG Kenner line. Couldn't get everything I wanted. Hit adulthood. Saw the Black Series Kenobi, and that was it. The the hand to finger ratio with Black Series gave me childhood nostalgia. Nice. So yeah, so the Black Series, I didn't initially get into it immediately, but I did buy the Black Series Boba Fett one, the original one. That was, you see that, you're like, to see a Black Series Boba Fett in 6-inch for the first time, you're like, what? This is amazing. I've literally never seen a Black Series figure in the 2 giant Walmarts in my area. Hey, I'm telling you, I go to a lot of Walmarts, but it's really hard to find not Lando at Walmart recently. I 5-finger discount. Yep. Oh, Mace, you ordered it too? You got the credit collection? Oh, Death Trooper, right? Dark Trooper. That's the one that made me decide to stop collecting. Is it the Dark Trooper or the Death Trooper? Wait, the Death Trooper was from Amazon. You mean the Dark Trooper from Hasbro? And the Sex Bots, welcome. They're back. What does it say? New AI 84% will find a girl for you. Oh, damn. So what about the other 16%? Oh, here's a good point. Who said it? Here we go. Jamie again. Now that we have Mara Jade and Jaina Solo, Jason Solo. Yes. So Mace, you did get that. So yep. What's up, Captain Rex? Oh, okay. So you saw it. I remember seeing the entire first wave. That's except for Boba. Boba was in the second wave. Boba was in the second wave. Right. Saw the Scout Trooper and Speeder and passed on it because of the price. I'm with you. The first wave was R2, Darth Maul, Sand Trooper, and X-Wing Luke. Do you think the rest of the Rancor Battalion will be made into the Vinci? Rancor Battalion, I'm assuming you mean Return of the Jedi. I don't know. But I don't know what they have for I don't know what that means. I don't know. You gotta I don't know what the Rancor Battalion is, to be honest. So I don't know. But when it comes to Rancor related figures, the TVC is seriously lacking. Including, Malik Ely. And they have Slave Leia, but we'll probably never see that released again. Or so I've heard, but that was an awesome TVC figure. And it was a repack of the, I forget it, Legacy Collection Slave Leia. And I like the card too. I wish they would re-release that. I wish they would. I know we talk about. I think it's been almost rung up on like almost every live stream, but the re-release of Slave Leia in both the TVC and Black Series would be awesome. So yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by Rancor Battalion, but maybe that's something. Is that something I should know? So anyway, I did want to mention this because it just came up today. So Sideshow has this massive 27-inch probe droid now available for pre-order, which you can see it next to 1/6 scale. Look at that. Next to that's 1/6 scale, not 1/12. and that is how big it is. It's like almost $900, which makes it insane. But I did want to mention it because that's pretty damn cool. Has the working lights and stuff. But, you know, $900, kind of out of my price range. I'm complaining about spending $27.99 on Black Series figures. Nice, Alan. So, I have all my OG Kenner stuff too. But when my wife bought me the first wave of Black Series, I've been collecting these. Nice. So I have my OG Kenner stuff too. It's just all beat up because I played with it as a kid. So it's not really worth anything. Nice, Elena. Me too. I have the TVC Hut Slayer layout. And I am glad that I purchased it. Very much so. Shout out to whoever can drop 900 on the probe droid for sure. Do you think we'll ever get a Black Series? Oh, I don't know. I can Dirge? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. I wish they would just say the reason if they won't re-release Leia. If it's now an inappropriate outfit, just say so. Why the silence? I'm with you. Yeah, so, you know, I think it's coming from Lucasfilm. It's unfortunate because that would be a very popular figure considering how, you know, we get the archive line now for Black Series. so and she could definitely use a new face sculpt. So photoreal tech could really help out that figure. But and same with actually the head sculpt wasn't that bad on the TVC one, but still could use a little bit of help. But unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get that. But I'd be super stoked along with a lot of people if they did. Absolutely. Now, if you need a cheaper version of the TVC one, you can get the Legacy Collection one, which actually has more stuff than the TVC one, but it's significantly cheaper. Although the TVC one, that's not saying much. The TVC one is, I don't know, last time I checked, it was like $250. So the Legacy Collection one might be like $100. Still not cheap. So really could use a re-release. I used to collect every Leia and Padme since they were role models as a kid. My earliest memories are of the original trilogy, especially Return of the Jedi. Nice, Elena. I'm with you. Used to watch the movies all the time. I think I have 3 figures from the original Kenner series, all beaten up. I became a Black Series fan late in the game, so I'm catching up with collecting them. Yeah, which sometimes can be fun collecting. I mean, some of the old stuff, sometimes not fun at all because some of the stuff that you're missing is rather expensive. Oh, interesting. My Hut Slayer Leia is still in the box. I opened Comic Leia today and wondered if the head swap. Wow, that's an interesting question. Or even one of the other Leias, right? So I don't remember what the hair is on the comic Leia, although I do remember it. But you could still wait. So what does she have right here? Right. So that's interesting. Maybe that would work. Maybe we can do something like that. That's a good idea. So let me see. I just wanted to go over quickly what else the news recently, because I know Mace is very excited because the Dark Troopers have now shipped the $39 credit collection Dark Trooper plus shipping if you got it from Hasbro Pulse, unless you're a member. which is great. More power to you. But I am not. Maybe I should. I don't know. But Hush Batman, blue and gray version, coming from McFarlane. That should be cool. The new Creep Show Creeper. I think it's like the 40th anniversary or something from NECA is now hitting targets. Very cool. Definitely gonna pick this up when I find it. But Target, we never know. Then we got McFarlane Target exclusive Deadman. Sneak peek. Thank you, Alex Chen. This is more McFarlane Aquaman from the, what is this, Flashpoint? Yep. Oh, yeah, this was the sale on Entertainment Earth. Everything up to 85%. Not everything, but what's on sale. They had a lot of stuff on sale, though, up to 85% off. Oh, I found this at Target. It's Super 7. I think it's a Target exclusive. I don't think it was supposed to be out. It's Ninja Coup. Because I went there the next day and they were all gone. I think they might have took them off the shelf because they were too early. But Super 7 Reaction, which I collect some of. Right, we know this. This came in the mail too. It was the Amazon exclusive Retro Collection Boba Fett and Bosk 2-pack, now in stock on Amazon if you need one. Can't wait to get that Bosk open with the card. Very excited about that. I love me some Bosk. All right, so those are the pre-orders. We already know about that. What Amazon exclusive? Killmonger is available for pre-order. I don't do Hasbro. I don't do the Marvel Legends, but pre-orders. Walmart exclusive Black Series Holiday Scout Trooper is open. So a lot of the pre-orders for the Holiday Troopers are open. The Target one is not open yet. That's going to be mid-month. NECA Black and White Dracula coming soon. That was one of the reveals for this was the original reveal for the Deadman for Target exclusive McFarlane Toys, which looks pretty awesome. Life-size Tiff coming soon from Bride of Chucky. Finally finished. It only took them like 4 or 5 years. So this was posted by NECA, which means like some Saw ultimate figure is coming soon. I don't know what it's going to be. It's the mouth trap thing from, I think it was the first one, and then recurred in another one, and there's a tape recorder. I don't know what figure it's going to be, but that looks pretty cool. And then that was Mara Jade before in person at the was it London? Yeah, London Comic-Con. They had the Mara Jade, and then there's your friend Dr. Afra. And there's Mike. Very cool. Friday the 13th, Part 3. Back in stock at Sideshow. It's 1/6 scale. It's very expensive, but he's cool. And then these were some of the reveals from the from London. I think we brought this up last time. I remember talking about the G.I. Joes. So yeah, not much else news going on this week for action figures. Yo, for real. Alan, I'm with you. Hopefully they only do this for like a year. It's going to be for all of 2013 at least. I know I brought this up before, but somebody over at Amazon when they were over at Hasbro when they were talking about it made it seem like this might not be a forever thing. Like it's still after 2013, it's still open of what they might do. So hopefully they switch back. I don't think that they realize the number of collectors that are actually inbox collectors that are going to be alienated and not even want to collect the figure anymore when they can't see it. And part of getting the figure graded or even inbox collectors is they grade the figure itself, the paint apps on the figure, and when you can't see it, you can't do that. So Jedi Crafts. Can't wait for Black and White Dracula. Yes, me too. Actually, I've been getting them from my father. He likes the classic horror. He likes a lot of classic horror. He likes the old sci-fi movies from the 50s and stuff, and he likes the original horror movies for, Dracula and Frankenstein and all that, and he loves them. So I've been getting him for those. I'm getting him those. So Mace, you have a figures and a sneaker Instagram, huh? Interesting. So yeah, like I said, not a lot of stuff happened this week, but we did get the awesome reveal, which I'm still pretty stoked about. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let me just double check here. Here we go. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention these two. So the GameStop exclusive gaming greats Jedi Survivor security droid and the B1 battle droid are both getting ready to ship as well. So if you had those for pre-ordered, they should be coming. So get ready to see the hit on your statement, your bank statement, and make sure that your shipping information is correct, because those are going to be coming soon. And I think that's mostly it. Yeah. These did ship. I don't think I'm the only one of us to actually order this, but they came super early. So those are already been shipped. I received mine. I haven't opened it yet though. No, I'm with it, man. Two contrasting collecting groups though. So yeah, so this thing actually shipped. I think I was the only person here. I mentioned that I pre-ordered it and you guys kind of scoffed at me, so but I did, and it came. And it's back in stock too online if you need it, because it was sold out for a while. Because it did sell out. But hey, that's about it. I don't have much else to talk to. I don't know if you guys have anything else. Oh, that reminds me. If anybody is listening here, I think I have 3 or 4 giveaway things to still mail, and now I have to go through my old messages and figure out who they're to. So if you're listening right now and I owe you something, it would be great if you just if you message me in the chat here and told me. Because otherwise I got to dig through some really old messages to try and find it. And the sex bots are back again for a third time. Let's see what it says. Want to find love? Our AI will help. All right. Hey, you want to? So Dave won everything. I'll get it all over to you, buddy. More sex bots. Wow. It's a lot of sex bots too. Usually we don't get. So yeah, so if I owe you something, I know somebody was in here the other day. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at it. It looks like, at first glance, it looks like it's actually pretty good. Although, oh, yeah. Yeah, so actually Yak Paste posted some pictures of them side to side. If you want to see, this might, I don't know if this is them. It's not. So, where are they? Oh, right here. So it looks like the paint apps to Ahsoka's face aren't as prominent, and there's a couple other slight differences. Here we go. So that's next to the Mando Crease one, where it looks almost pretty much the same, except for on the back, they didn't give the Beskar paint to the back plate. They just didn't paint it. It's just brown, which seems strange. But I didn't see anything else that was different. And then on the Ahsoka, that's the side by side. And I didn't see any big differences, but the paint, the white on her face is, as you can see here, is not as prominent. It's much lighter than the individual release. So yeah. Oh, those the weapons in there. I don't know much about the paint apps for the different Grogus. Yeah, the cloak is cool. That's worth getting it. Yeah, and oh yes. So yes, cutting corners and gouging prices. Hasbro, where fans come first. Yep. Okay, so I owe you something. Okay, good. I'll look it up because I know we talked about it on yours. We talked about on Instagram, so I will find that. I'm gonna have to, yeah. So I think it's 3 things, and then the other guy, I forget. He got the Ahsoka clone trooper. I gotta find his message, and then I know there's at least one more I gotta send. So things have just been crazy. I haven't had a chance. Oh, maybe yeah. Maybe I have no idea about the different Grogus. So it might. So Darth Eddie says he thinks it might be an all new Grogu body because he's in a seated position with his arms outstretched. So yeah, so I guess nobody's listening that I owe something to. So I will try to get them out this week. So I just have to go through the things and figure it out. Just it's gonna take me a little while because the messages would be so old at this point. But I'll figure it out. So David, yes, is that literally the most untrue slogan a company has ever lied about? Oh, I love it. Where is it? Somebody. Oh, here it is. Hasbro, where fans come first. There you go. So it is all new Grogu. That's worth $67. In his hands, he can hold the bowl and accessories that came with the first Grogu release. So yeah. All right. Oh, I did have one. I don't know. We'll see. So I did have one question. So if like I said earlier, I don't know if everybody was, I don't think everybody was here for this. So I'm starting to have more free time so I can start working on these other videos, the other type of videos that aren't live streams, like the lists and stuff. So finally I have some additional time. And I was wondering if anyone had any ideas for those type of videos they would like to see for the lists or something, or anything similar. I was working on one before, but I have to start over. It was the most shocking prices for Black Series, high or low. But that was what I was going to start to work on. I just wondered if anybody else had any ideas. I am more than willing to listen to any ideas that you have. So, 10 worst repaints. Actually, I'll write that down. That's not that bad. Worst repaints. Got it. 10 worst repaints. Okay, so I see this one. I have to see more videos about the other lines, Legacy Collection. Yes. Okay. I can try to do that. That takes a lot of work. Great. Thank you. Yes. It's like top 10 things I'll never get. That's actually not a bad idea. Huh. I can think of a few off the top of my head right now. Never get. Okay. Someone did a full list of Black Series Clone Trooper figures. Updated list. I gotta wait till the end of the year because it's been a year. Updated most expensive lists. Wow, I don't know if I could. That's interesting. How about the top 10 figures people asked for, but nobody actually bought? That would be. That would be a lot of sequel trilogy figures, I think. Yep. All right. So that's a great start, actually. I think I can work with all of that. Okay, great. So yeah, if anyone has anything else they'd like to say or talk about, we can do that, or we could just wrap it up. But I did want to mention something else. So I've mentioned it once before. I'm thinking of moving the time for these back. No moolah, no oolah, no moolah. That's right, and that's exactly what happened. Some people suggested it, and I think maybe that would allow me to do some stuff in the morning before this, because at 2:00 I don't have too much stuff to do. I can't do anything. So if I moved it to like 4, I might be able to get some stuff done earlier on Saturday. So I just seeing how you guys felt about that. If it mattered to you at all, or doesn't matter at all. And then it's kind of in that sweet spot before like dinner on a Saturday where you can, before you have to get ready to go out, if you go out. I don't think, but thinking about that, I don't know if I think the majority of us don't go out that much. I got one. That's not an insult. Right. So that means you also don't go out like me, right? Yeah, there you go. The fact that the phrase came true proved how tone deaf Hasbro was. Yep. Very true. Yeah. Hey, I'm with you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do it the most inconvenient time for myself. Okay, cool. So I might move it back to 4, but before I do that, it's not going to be the next one. It will be, I'll let you know. I will let you know before I do that. So yeah. So if there's anything else that you'd like to talk about or mention, or final comments before we wrap it up, I'll give you a second. Nice. Cool. I've been driving the wife around to shop while listening. I like that. Yes, like and subscribe. So yeah, so that was another good live stream. Yeah, me too. The Star Trek 3.75-inch figures. I do like Star Trek, mostly. I don't know if I've seen the new 3.75-inch figures. I enjoy doing these streams. Yes, me too. Yeah, I was right there with you, man. I got you too. Get my mind right. I understand. Yeah, on some type of server. I think you might be able to do it with Discord. That's something I've been thinking about, Elena. Mm-hmm. My mind cataracts, however you want to say it. Love it. Yeah, Super 7 is the one that I know about. Super 7 Star Trek figures. I don't know. I think there was supposed to be some other. I think Playmates, aren't they doing some figures? Some Star Trek figures? And then Super 7 is also doing Star Trek Ultimates, right? Right now? That you can pre-order? All right, so we're going to wrap it up, guys. So thank you so much for coming. Thanks for joining. As I say every week, I love these. I like to be able to talk to everybody and get their opinions. Elena's idea of a group chat would be great so that we can actually all converse at once. But until we do that, we'll have to do this. There you go. Playmates did do some. I don't know if they were available in stores yet. And I don't know if they were 3.75 inch either. I thought they were bigger, but they might be 3.75. I don't know. But yeah, so top 10 molds. Let me put that down. Top 10 molds. Okay. That's right. Oh, thank you, Darth. Drop your ads. That's a good idea. I'll wait for. I won't close it until we do. Yeah, that's mine, I think. So yeah. Anyway, so all right, so guys, we'll see you next week. Oh, I like that. Top 10 OT Black Series figures. I like that one. EU wants. I don't know if I'd be able to do that one. EU want. That's a great idea. Actually, let me write it down. I don't know if I personally would be able to do it. Top 10 EU wants. All right, so Mazeman 77. Okay, so let me find you on here before I close it up. Let's see. Wait, hold on a second. All right, let's see if I can. Here, I'll just take a picture and I'll do it when we're done. I'm gonna get everybody get the ads that you guys posted here. I can do it later. Okay. With an S. I initially looked for Mace Windows 77 on Instagram. I didn't find it, but I gotta try to. I'll look harder. Is it 777? 3 sevens? No, that's probably not you. Didn't see it. All right. Anyway, so oh, you're right. I get it. With an S. I get it. All right, got it. I don't see it yet, but I'll look it up. Okay, great. All right, guys. So I'll see you next week. I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend and the rest of their week coming up. And thanks as always for showing up. I love talking to you guys. Uh, and I'll see you next time. Okay. All right. Peace out, guys. I got it. Mace for Mason. I figured it out eventually. It took me a minute, but I got it, dude. All right, guys.